Okay, we are live. Firstly, congratulations to everyone who's joining us. It's time to celebrate, even though it's almost what, quarter to two at night. But Apurva Tiwari says showtime. Yes, sir, we are here. Showtime. It takes time to come on live. We also want to see the winning visuals. Na? We can't have the on air audio and then be talking to you. So we also want to soak in all of that atmosphere. So that's exactly what we've done. But it's nice to see, Rahul. A lot of people asked us that Pakka sir, aaj to aoge na, you won't miss out 100%. And we promised them that we'll be here. It's good to see that there are enough number of folks also joining us live. But firstly, congratulations. How are you celebrating?
I've just had two laddus. Just had two
Wow.
laddus, and trust me,
Huh.
actually, and I'm not lying. I've just had it's quarter to two, as you said, and two laddus at this time of the night. I know can be a little harmful, but still, I thought it's a good enough occasion to celebrate. But yes, there were a few tense moments,
Huh.
especially with the way England won against Afghanistan in their semi-final. Here also, I think, but the good thing about the Indian team was that they were ready to bat for the entire 50 overs. I think
Yeah.
that was the approach. Even though they lost wickets at crucial stages of the game, still,
Hmm.
they managed to hold on to their nerves and Dinesh Bana, typical,
Hmm.
the way his characteristic style, the way he finishes the games.
Yeah, I'm going to take a lot of comments. A lot of folks have joined us and they want to celebrate the victory with us. So
By
let
the
me
way,
take.
40
Huh.
lakhs per player. BCCI has just announced that
Wow.
every member of this World Cup winning team will be rewarded with 40 lakhs each. And if I'm not wrong, it is 25 lakhs for the support staff also.
Wow, that's great news. Wonderful news coming in. I just want to quickly read a few comments. Vikas Jaiswal is saying, Tana Bana, Dinesh Bana. Kya shot lagaya towards the end, huh? Then Arun N is saying, successful day. Digvijay Mohite is joining us live from Frankfurt. Lovely to see people
Uh,
joining us from all across the
Lovely
world.
place.
Big Boy is very happy that we won. Shivam saying is congratulations, sir. Vansh Jain is saying maza aa gaya. Vansh is a regular watcher. Maza aa gaya. Bilkul, absolutely. The way these boys have played. Actually, to be fair, you tell me, Rahul. I thought that almost when that Sheikh Rashid played that shot, I was like, I hope this shot doesn't come back to bite the Indian team because just he gets out, then Yashthul got out very soon after that. And
Hmm.
I thought, now I don't want to see that collapse. India shouldn't lose from here. Were you also as worried as I was?
Actually, I was. There were a
Hmm.
few tense moments because one wicket led to another, and then later, you never know. In fact, last time also, because these are young boys who've never, this was the biggest match of their careers, whatever
Yeah.
little career they've had so far. This was the biggest stage, biggest match. So I still thought, maybe under pressure, how
Hmm.
will they be able to handle the pressure? When they know that the title is so very near, and suddenly, if one wicket falls, the other wicket falls, will the middle order or the lower middle order be able to handle that pressure when they are nearing uh, a victory like this? But yes, as you said, but for me, actually, I was optimistic that India will win, but yes, also I was a little bit tense also when these wickets started to fall.
Yeah, those were very, very tense moment. Okay, I'm getting a lot of super chats. I'm going to take. You want to
Oy,
guess
hoy.
who the super chat would have been from? One of our regular watchers. Who?
Sanskar Saxena.
No, Robin Hazra. He's been sending us a
Robin
lot.
Hazra. Oy, hoy,
Yes. So he in fact I remember Robin sent a super chat during a mid show saying that listen, India is going to have a, you know, easy walkthrough victory. And he said, save my, take a screenshot of my chat. So he said, well, I told you, yes,
Actually,
sorry. Huh,
Actually, that was my question. First, when we joined this conversation, in fact, that was my question. Malay, if you would remember, he said,
yes.
"Mark my words, it's going to be a tricky chase." And
Yeah.
uh, and Robin Hazara had mentioned it's going to be a cakewalk. So eventually, what was it?
Oh, good question. I don't think it was a tricky chase because India has won what with almost 5.1 overs to spare with 4 wickets in hand. Not even a cakewalk, but I'd say a comfortable victory. I mean, I don't know. Cakewalk would be where you just won, without any pressure at all. And humdinger or a very close match would have been if it had gone down to the last over, maybe 1 wicket down, something like that. It was neither. I'd still say comfortable victory because you won in the 45th over with 4 wickets in hand. I think that's a decent total. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a tricky chase, to be very honest. Or England also helped India's cause, to be very honest. They were a little defensive, but I
Hmm.
don't mind being an Indian, being the supporter of this Indian team, not this,
Mhm.
any Indian team for that matter.
Mhm.
And I don't, they were a little defensive. They allowed India every time India lost. See, India didn't have. Um, Somebody didn't just bat through the entire innings. Uh,
Mhm.
they had good starts, but they lost their wickets eventually. So England, I thought, didn't capitalize.
Yeah.
They had two right-handers batting at the crease at one stage. India, when they were two down, India were two down. They didn't get their leg spinner on.
Hmm.
At times, they didn't have the slips. England. They're junior cricketers, they're youngsters, so they'll still
Yeah.
learn. But I thought they were a little defensive. But India, full marks to India with the way, not just how they played this particular match, the
Hmm.
entire tournament, how they've played. They've been very convincing. There was a stage when India just had 11 players because rest
Yes.
of the every player was down with COVID. They just had 11 players, and the way they uh, came out, the way they played that match, the way they won that match so comprehensively, I think that would have helped their confidence um, to a great extent.
Hmm. Rajiv Jha sends a super chat. He says senior team can learn so many things from this under 19 team. They can give a blueprint to many on how to not lose World Cups due to 30 bad minutes. I don't know whether senior team can learn, but I think see there's never a harm to learn from anybody. And I think yes, I have to agree. I mean under 19 cricketers and Rahul. I think we were talking about it, and I said that maybe because they're under 19 we might be a bit scared. What if they feel the pressure, they're not able to chase? But then I also pointed towards that game against Australia, game against Bangladesh, which gave us an indication that these guys may be under 19 cricketers, but they're very very mature. Like today Raj Bawa, I was seeing a lot of comments, man of the match without doubt. Yeah, I mean if you get a 5 wicket haul and you
Absolutely.
bat the way you did, I mean
35.
absolutely incredible batting. And then I mean just again Sheikh Rashid, even though with that bad shot, still a 50 now in the larger scheme of things when you're chasing 190.
Two
That
knockout games.
both knockout games, absolutely. Angad Kapoor has sent a super chat. He says, what would have happened had England batted full 50 overs? Nevertheless, India won. Now India has a left arm bowler, Ravi Kumar. Hope he makes it big. Angad, yes, we spoke about the left arm fast bowler that India has. But listen, India also had many left arm fast bowling options still very recently. Just that there is a huge difference between under 19 and senior cricket. So let's not get super excited. But what you can say is that yes, there is a good line of fast bowlers or spinners or all rounders. All of them are coming. I hope they can make the cut, but that gap is still very huge. I remember we've seen many under 19 cricketers who've been stars not make it. Not only in India, but I was looking at it, Rahul, even abroad. A lot of these under 19 players in other countries also don't make the cut when it comes to senior level. So yes, at this level, it was very heartening to see.
Yes, but a lot of under 19 players do make it big in
Yeah.
the international stage. And I would still once again recall what Rahul Dravid, after India won the Under 19 World Cup in 2018, when
Hmm.
Prithvi Shaw was the captain, when he said
Yeah.
that your real journey starts now. Now that they've won this Under 19 World Cup, they have every right to celebrate their success, and they should. But from here on, their real journey would start from here on, because now people will be assessed. We can
Hmm.
still remember those names, but where are they? Under 19 stars in the last 20 odd years, we still remember. I still remember that the entire team that won the 2000 2000 Under 19 World Cup. Mohammad Kaif,
Yeah.
Ritinder Singh Sodhi, Yuvraj Singh
Yuvraj
was
Singh.
there. Ravneet
Hmm.
Ricky used to open for India from Punjab. Then there was a left-hander, Neeraj Patel. So there were so many. I still remember, but not everybody made it big at the international arena. So here also, Shivam Mavi, Kamlesh Nagarkoti, Nikhil, you would remember how they everybody was talking about them, the kind of pace that they could generate at the under 19 level. But have they been able to, make it big? Because
Hmm.
players like Chetan Sakaria, who are young, Arshdeep, they have now gotten into the Indian team. But
Hmm.
uh, somebody like Shivam Mavi, Nagar Koti. Also, you have to respect domestic cricket. You have to play domestic cricket, not just the IPL. IPL, of course, can be a good stepping stone for everybody, but you also have to respect and play the other domestic formats as well. So that is how I think that is what the approach for these players should be.
Jayesh Nayak says, proud to be an Indian. Jai Hind, I love my India. Yes, we're all feeling proud to be Indian today. Remember, just for those of you who don't know, now Yashtul has become the fifth Indian captain to be lifting that under 19 World Cup. We all remember what was done before this. 2000, you had Mohammad Kaif, and then 2008, you had Virat Kohli. 2012, you had Unmuk Chand. 2018, Prithvi Shaw, and now 2022 you have Yash Thul, the fifth Indian captain. India, of course, remember, is the most successful team at the under 19 level. They have played a total of 8 finals and has an amazing success rate of winning 5 finals out of the 8 finals that they've played. They've lost 3 finals, and with 5 titles, it's an incredible success rate. Yeah, you were saying something.
I told you in the afternoon, it's an even year to
Yeah.
2022.
But
So
as I said, all
anytime,
World Cups are even years.
I know, I know.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, great performance. Malika Arjun Chaudhary has a question. He says this under 19 team is way more balanced with all rounders and keeper coming in at 8. Why doesn't a senior team have that? So, you want to answer that?
Uh, I think at this stage, a lot of players, you also have to understand somebody like Nishant Sindhu. He's batting at number 5 here. So these are also
Yeah.
all top order batsmen. Dinesh Bana, of course, he bats in the middle order for Haryana. But the other players, they all bat up in the batting order. And as far as bowling is concerned, yes, that's an advantage, and it's very good to see these youngsters. I hope they can pursue uh,
Hmm.
as an all-rounder, fast bowling all-rounder, or somebody like who can a hard-hitting batsman with who can bowl those off spinners or left-arm spinners. Uh, Raj Baba is a very good combination, a fast bowler and a left-handed
Yeah.
batsman. In India, you don't today you don't see those many left-handers. You just have somebody like Rishabh Pant there in that
Hmm.
11 who can bat. If of course you have Shikhar Dhawan also in ODIs, but if you see the T20 lineup 11, Rishabh Pant is your only left-hander if Ishan Kishan doesn't make it to that 11. So these are it's a very good combination, but the amount of cricket that is being played these days, it is also
Hmm.
very important to keep your fitness levels. Will you be able to bowl those a fast, um, uh, uh, if you can bowl those um, if you are a pacer or a fast bowler, and then uh, you're also batting, so and you're playing all three formats plus the IPL, so it does take a toll. So you'll also have to do well with your fitness.
I'm going to take a lot of comments. I'm showing a lot of comments of people who are joining us at the moment. This one you can see is from Manmeet. He says 2022 will be Indian World Cup year. Under 19 team has done it. Now waiting for Australia World Cup in 2022. I took a message from Bhumish Banewal who said wicketkeeper hits a six at the end. We have seen this before. Of course, he's talking about Dinesh
Mm.
Karthik today. MS Dhoni having done it before. But I always say, let's hold on to that comparison. I mean, I like the comparison of style, like this player looks like that. But I hope these players can even become 50% of the grades that we are talking about. That would only augur very, very well for the Indian team or the future of Indian cricket. Chetan Joshi says, regular watcher from San Francisco in the USA was wondering which batsman to watch out for after Virat Kohli. Seeing his glimpse in Yash Dhul, hope he makes it big. I agree, Chetan, with you on Yash Dhul, but I would also put Sheikh Rashid there. I think he also looked outstanding, barring that one bad shot that he played after 50, and I was very, very angry for him having played that shot. Then Raj Bawa looked fantastic with the bat. What a natural hitter he is. And then even Dinesh Bana is a big hitter, as we just was pointing out. So a lot of players. There's not one or two players to look out for. Multiple players. Even Angariksh Raghuvanshi, who hasn't had two great semis and finals, but before that was the highest run getter for India. So plenty of players to watch out for. But I think Yash Dhul is special. What do you say?
Yes, absolutely. Just want I would want to see, because the way he is batted, he seems more suited for the longer versions of the game.
Yeah.
When I say longer versions, I would say the 1 days and the 4 day or the 5 day cricket. So
Hmm.
maybe just that if he plays too much of T20 cricket, which
Hmm.
he has every right to play, but he can actually he looks more suited to that longer version.
Hmm. Somebody just pointed out uh, Nishant Sindhu played a very good knock. Yes, absolutely. Today, in the context of the
Yes.
game, again, his half century, very, very crucial because you were still in a precarious position. Just to remind you that through this tournament, he was captaining the team. Remember, Yash Dhul, and who's the captain, and the vice captain, Sheikh Rashid, both were down with COVID during this tournament. And at that time, you had Nishant, who was captaining the team. So he's also an experienced guy, someone that they can trust. There was a comment here which I am Adarsh is a regular watcher. Adarsh Kumar is saying Nikhil sir is looking sleepy, but hats off to your dedication. Sir, I'm not sleepy actually, but I'm talking softly so that may give you impression because it's almost 2 o'clock. I have a very young daughter at home and I'm coming from my house, so she's in the room behind me, so I don't want to be very loud. That's why I'm talking very, very softly. But yes, maybe not sleepy but tired. We had a very, very long day, and we have a long day coming up tomorrow. Just to let you know, we have a special show coming your way that will be on India Today TV. So you can either watch it on your television sets, or you can watch it on the YouTube stream of India Today at 9 a.m. We'll have Harbhajan Singh join us. We will have Yash Dhul's father and all the celebrations from his house during that particular show. Also, very interesting facts. You will hear from the players as well. So, for all of that, remember 9 a.m. tomorrow. Tune into India Today either on your television sets, the English channel, or on YouTube. Also, there's a live stream of India Today. We'll be there. We'll try and put some of those bits on Sports Today also later, like what Harbhajan Singh had to say, and what celebrations were like at Yash Dhul's house. All of those things we are going to be putting out. Let me take a few more comments. We've got a mm,
I
mm,
believe, Nikhil, tomorrow you will have Harbhajan Singh joining you live at 9 a.m. in the morning. Do ask about Harnoor. He had,
mm,
if I can say, a mediocre tournament.
mm.
If you actually compare it with the way he played in the last tournament, he had a
Yeah.
mediocre tournament by his standards. Today he was looking good. Today actually
Mm,
he was looking good. Um, Harbhajan actually supported Harnoor a lot.
mm,
I think he's sponsored him in the past, so
mm,
you can actually get a lot out of Harbhajan about these players from Punjab, especially Raj
mm,
Bawa.
Yes.
who we've discussed, who's the son of Sukhwinder Bawa, who was included in India's under 19. I think never got an opportunity to play for India under 19, but he was a coach. He's traveled a lot. He's coached in many cities, had a transferable job, but was the coach of Yuvraj Singh and played a very important role in the success story of Yuvraj Singh.
Hmm. Also, his since we're talking about Raj Baba, his grandfather played hockey for India as a gold medalist at the Olympic Games in the London Olympics in the 40s. He was part of that gold winning squad. So,
Absolutely.
gold medal winning squad tells you
48.
the kind of 48 Olympics in London. Imagine the pedigree. So, he comes from a big sporting family. And so he had to take up sports like his grandfather, his father, as we said, was coach of Yuvraj Singh. So I'm just going to take a lot of comments. It's fantastic to see so many of you guys are joining us. Just tells you, our cricket or our sport family watches the games with us and celebrates with us. Uh, Himanshu Jain says, finally an ICC trophy. He's a big fan of the senior Indian team, it seems like. He says, juniors have done it. It's time for the senior team to bring it. Yes, of course, a new sort of an era is starting under Rohit Sharma. We're all keeping a close eye on that in the white ball cricket. Tomorrow is the game, so we'll be building up
Tomorrow.
for that as well. Actually, today, sorry, it's not tomorrow because it's well past 12. So it's today that game. So we'll be building up to that game as well. Again, as I mentioned, Harbhajan Singh will join us for building up that game. Uh, Harry Fantastico, another regular watcher, says, big shout out
He's
for
back.
sports coverage and Congo to team and staff, but don't be hurry. Let them have a couple of domestic season and understand real game before considering them for future selection. Absolutely, Harry. I think you've nailed it. That's exactly what we are saying. See what this World Cup does is show you that we have a nice, production line of players coming in, that the base is very good. More and more players are emerging. In fact, I was telling you, Rahul, the other day I was listening to Shoaib Akhtar, and he was looking at our Indian team after the semi-final, and he was telling, "Oh my God, what talent India has! I hope Pakistan also gets that kind of talent." So at the moment, we are, the world is envious of us, which is a good thing. They're looking at India and seeing so much talent, but this does not mean that all of them. I repeat that this does not mean that all of them will replicate this success in the senior level. One or two might become good, but at least these are good signs. For example, like Abhishek is saying, Raj Baba should be groomed well for the future. As we said, he comes from a sporting family, so there is a good chance that he will be groomed. Abhishek Ramakrishnan says, all you guys should have been in the studio to celebrate the team's win. If it was senior team's final, would be discussing from home. The same excitement should be shown for the under 19 team as well. So, Abhishek, thanks for your advice or your suggestion. We'll take it, but you have to understand that we work, we are humans. We work almost 18, 19 hours a day. It's not possible for us to do it. You guys have a job and you watch sport for fun. We have to do it for work, and we have a very busy day ahead as well.
Is
But
the broadcaster live?
no, forget the broadcaster. There is no other platform that is doing it. But sometime, I mean, as I said, I saw that comment. I was going to ignore it, but I said no. Let me take it. Let me take that comment because I know a
Good
lot of
you took
people
it.
only people come to criticize because they think they're being really smart and showing that, oh listen, I'm this intelligent one telling them what to do. But you got to understand that you don't walk in our shoes. You don't understand the kind of effort we do. Anyway, we don't need any sort of an praise on that. There are certain guys who watch us or celebrate us, but we are still happy, sir, that you've joined our
And
broadcast and are part of that
exactly.
discussion, and we consider you a part of your family, and we take that suggestion also very seriously. Maybe next time we'll do 24 hours in the office. Maybe that will keep you happy.
Hmm.
Many super chats, so let me quickly take
No, I
that.
think
AJ,
you
sorry, go
you
ahead.
just came back for a short sleep, I think, because again in the morning by 7 or 8 you'll be back in office. You're
Yeah,
doing a live at 2. I'm talking about you, and then again 1:30 you'll be back for the
West
India
Indies.
West Indies.
Yeah.
So just a short sleep. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to, I
But
think,
sleep also won't
sleep in the
happen
office.
because by the time you finish and you wrap
Exactly.
up, it's 3, 4 in the morning. Anyway, AJ Iskon says, as Gambhir says, template is overrated. You don't see 300 in knockout. England chased 240 in super over in 2019 final. 11 match winners, only template. That's correct. I agree with you. But at the moment, AJ, we love you. You are a regular watcher. But we are trying and answering only under 19 question. Let's celebrate the youngsters' victory. We'll have enough time to talk about the Indian team. We have lots of shows to do ahead of the West Indies first ODI. Oh, Rohit Nagar is watching us from Canada. He sent a super chat in Canadian dollars. Says regular watcher from Canada. Love to Nikhil and Rahul sir and Vicky Paji. Thank you so much, Rohit, for joining us and enjoying the coverage with us. Actually, it's not so much a coverage. We treat it as a conversation where we too can be seen, but all of you are part of this conversation, and that's why we try and take more and more comments and have you guys join us. Okay. कमलेश परमार रेगुलर वॉचर सिंह सर सो जाओ नींद भी थोड़ी जरूरी है नहीं यार आप लोगों से बातें करके भी बहुत मजा आ रहा है अभिषेक थैंक यू सो मच फॉर
somebody is
योर comment हाँ what are you saying
first we can take this
yeah I'm just going
okay
to take that
I think somebody was asking about Dinesh Bana. Is he there in the IPL auction list? I'm sorry, yaar, I forgot your name. Just missed your name. He's not. He is not there on that auction list.
Sai Kiran.
His name I
Sai
don't
Kiran
think is
asked
going
that
to.
question.
Yes, Sai Kiran. So in fact, Dinesh Bana, Nishant Sandhu, none of these Haryana players are there on the auction list, which actually maybe something good. They might regret it today. Dinesh Bana might regret it today. A lot of these youngsters might regret it today. But tomorrow, maybe a couple of years or a year later, they might just think that that was a good decision. Let
Okay.
them go through that grind of domestic cricket.
Simon Abraham tells us, hello, Nikhil sir. He's from joining us from UK. He says, ignore the haters. No, sir, we love everyone. We love you. We love the haters. We love everyone. If they come to watch us and join the conversation like you guys, so they're also part of our family. So we try and take all of that. Yeah, sorry. 2 super chats have come. Angad Kapoor again. Angad has been asking us about Rex Singh. That remember that bowler who bowled for Manipur had an outstanding Ranji Trophy, picked up 10 wickets. He wants us to find us where he is. Sorry, Angad, we've been caught up, but yes, we are on it. Don't worry, we will find it. What if we'll try and actually get him on sports today? If you've said, maybe bring him, have a conversation, find out what he's doing. Rajiv Singh says Nishant Sindhu played a very good knock. Ravi is also a talent to look out for. Yes, Rajiv, we've spoken about these two earlier in our video as well. You're right. Nishant was actually captain when both the current captain and vice captain were down with COVID. So he's good. Ravi Kumar also, yes. Outstanding. Yash Dhul was a brilliant captain. Dipesh is saying, yes, very, very mature. I mean, so mature at this age, the way he marshaled his troop and the way the team responded and the way he batted also like a captain. Today, of course, I don't think in his case it was an irresponsible shot. That shot was on. I think he didn't think the ball is going to carry to the fielder. You've got to see there was wind also coming. So I think the wind assisted the ball to travel. Maybe he was just trying to flick it for a four. The wind just carried the ball straight into the fielder's hand. I think that shot was on. Only shot that disappointed me was the Sheikh Rashid shot. Apart from that, his wasn't. Another super chat. Yeah, no, not another one. Jinke Gupta saying,
at least
love
everybody will be happy.
Pune is a city very close to my heart. So I'm really happy that you're joining us from there. Must be nice weather there. It's freezing here in Delhi. That's why I've got extra jacket on and a warmer and everything. You can see Rahul also dressed up very well. Nomad Keshab is from Nepal. Thanks, Nomad, for joining us. I know Nepal is huge when it comes to cricket, and thanks for watching this game, an exciting game, and then joining us in our conversation as well at the end of the day. Okay, AJ's Con says, sir, my question was actually the under 19. They took small total to final over, still won the World Cup. No such template, but 11 match winners like India in 2011. Yeah, so Rahul, you want to answer that? He's saying, people are saying go bang bang. They're not doing that. They're playing smart cricket, sensible cricket, and this. So you don't really need any template as such. Just have responsible player, match winner players in different situation, and that's how you can win games.
Yes, and I think you've given the right example. You mentioned about 2011. Go back to 1983 also. I think the right template for India to win a World Cup has been, because we've won just two World Cups. If you can add
Yeah.
2007 T20 World Cup also, I think all these teams had very good all-rounders. I think the same question, or related to this question, was asked earlier also. The balance of the team, also because of the all-rounders that they have. He had a leg spinner. Yashtul had a leg spinner at his disposal. He had an off spinner, a left arm spinner, a fast bowling all-rounder, a batting all-rounder. Everybody. So a mix of that, and I think the level of confidence. Um, but yes, template was, once the score, they had restricted England to 190. They just wanted to ensure that they knew that if they are going to bat for 50 overs, they will win this.
Okay. Azan Imtiaz is saying Monday ko paper hai mera first semester software engineering. Yet he
Abhay
watched the
yaar.
match. Yet he's joining us here. So ठीक है. Sometime it's okay. यार I hope now that this show is
मंडे
done.
है.
हाँ Sunday को पूरे अच्छे से पढ़ना. है ना? That's all I can.
संडे को भी तो you will not leave him.
That's true. That is true. Harry Fantastico says big shout out to you guys. He sent a super chat. He says Congo to the team, but don't be in a hurry. Let them have a couple of years in domestic season before considering them for a future. Harry, you're absolutely right. We've discussed that. Yash Thul has sent us a comment also. So maybe he's finished
Oh,
the game, and there's a comment that has come. I mean, the gentleman's name is also Yash Thul on the comment, and he says 2011 MS and in 2022 Dinesh Bana, both instance of
Dinesh
wicket
Bana.
keeper winning the game for India in the World Cup final with a six. Absolutely, we discussed that, Yash, and obviously it's not the same Yash Thul, but. I don't know if it's a coincidence or you're a big fan of Yash Thul. That's why you've done that. Alak Singh says Rahul and Nikhil discussion pretty insightful. Glad to see you guys. Alak, it's you who keep us going, yeah, and that's why we have the inclination or the energy to join you. Non-stop, day in and day out. So we have a lot of fun speaking to you guys as well. Who is the player of the tournament? Let's try and answer that question. Who is the player of the tournament for you?
I think it's already been decided, if I'm not wrong. No,
No, but just tell us your player of the tournament.
for in for India.
And yeah, I mean, I'm guessing pick an Indian player because you've not followed all teams. So pick an Indian player, player of the tournament. Okay,
Mm,
so
See,
Yash Dhul is saying my name is Yash Dhul, sir.
yaar, kamal hai. And how I would just want to know his age also.
Tell us your age. And are you joining us from Antigua? Tell us that also in the comment section. Sorry, you were saying
So you were what was the question you were
player
asking?
of the tournament for you.
As a player, mm, um, I think if you ask me, it has been an all-round effort from this team. But still, if I have to pick one, um, I will go with Yashtul, because of 3 innings that he played. Against South Africa, he got an 82. After that, he was down with COVID. He couldn't
Hmm,
play those matches against Ireland, Uganda, and then in a big match against Australia in the semi-final, India were
hmm,
37 for 2. India needed him. He got a century. He got 110. Then
hmm,
in the final, again, it was a crucial stage, and there also I thought that he played very good hand with Sheikh Rashid.
hmm. Okay, the reason I've
So
taken this
he is
comment
my
from
man.
okay. The reason I've taken the comment from Abhishek Thakur is saying he's saying Nikhil bro, Ours is the most interactive cricket family on YouTube. Love your work. Congratulations to all of us on the victory. You know why, Rahul, I've taken this comment? Because he's not said yours.
Us.
He said ours is the most interactive cricket family on YouTube, and that's exactly
Yes.
what we say. This isn't Sports Today isn't Nikhil's or Rahul's or Vikrant's or whoever comes. It's ours. It's just a community where we come and discuss. So I love that comment, Abhishek. And Sanskar Saxena has a very interesting comment also. He watches us regularly. Rahul, so he says Yash Dhul and Mayank Agarwal. Sports Today is getting very popular. You know what he's talking about because we get Mayank
See,
Agarwal throwing all the questions. Now we're getting Yash Dhul give us a lot of questions on the program. So, yes, thanks for that, Sanskar. Smart, witty comment.
I see you
So,
didn't tell me your man of the tournament,
no,
player
good
of the
question.
tournament, because
I'll go. I was very confused between Vicky Oswal and Ravi Kumar, so I'm going to pick a bowler. I'm going with Ravi Kumar as my player of the tournament. I think he was also outstanding. Has been picking up wickets in crucial games. I don't know who's got more wickets at the end. I think Vicky Oswal probably still has the highest wicket taker for India. I don't know what happens after these four
Vicky
wickets.
Oswald didn't get a wicket. Didn't get a
No,
wicket in this match. So I
today.
think so. He finished with 12 wickets. He finished
He
with
finished with
12
12.
wickets.
I don't know how many did Ravi get on that. I've forgotten account. But I mean, just in terms of impact, I know everyone will look at Raj Baba's five
Ravi
for
maybe
today, but
13,
Ravi consistently has been picking wickets. So
if I'm not wrong.
yeah,
But see,
uh,
Yashdul, I'm just giving it to a batsman. I know, I absolutely agree with you because
mm,
bowlers have done the job. The question I was asked that, they took it deep, took it because your bowlers have done the job every time here.
okay,
I'm not taking anything away from the batters, but still, still I'm saying Yashdul is my player of the tournament because everybody has an equal effort. But Yashdul 82 against a South African side.
mm,
I think the player of the tournament that the ICC, the Under 19 ICC World Cup, has given is to the South African, if I'm not wrong.
okay,
I'll just have to check because of being the leading run scorer this tournament, and his name is there in on the auction list if I remember
okay.
correctly.
Yash Dhul, the Yash Dhul who's joining us. He is indeed Yash Dhul. That's not a name that he's taken. Now I asked him, tell us where you're from. So he's 17 years of age. He's from Indore in Madhya Pradesh. He's joining us from there. Indore also a lovely city.
Uh-huh.
Yaar. I love the food of Indore. All the bhel and the pohas that you get there, outstanding. Huh? So great, yeah, Yash. You're joining us from there. Rollins Ferreira says, hats off to Sports Tuck and Sports Today team, always ready to break any news. Thank you so much. That's our job, and we only work better with all the encouragement that you guys send us. Then I had a question here. Sahil, I usually don't take this question when I'm taking it. Sahil Sadhwani has asked, sir, your salary. I don't know if he's asking me or Rahul. So we get no salary. We do this just for the love of sport. We just come, interact. The only salary we get is all the super chats that you send us. That is the
Uh-huh.
that is the only income that we make. No salary, sir. Even if he gets salary, you should never discuss anybody's salary. That's not important. We should discuss other stats like who's getting more runs, what's someone's average, what's his strike rate. Those are the stats we love more than salary. AJ Iscon, again, a super chat says, even though we'll miss you, you both should go and have a good sleep. Nikhil, sir. AJ Iscon, you're doing it on purpose, asking me about the secret of my joy line just to make me happy because I've been working hard. I'm not telling you any, any
Oi,
secret,
oi.
but thank you for saying good things in the sense it's late at night and sometimes your energy levels drop and you don't have the energy to carry on, but because you guys have joined us, 1,000 people are watching us live at the moment, so that's fantastic. uh, so shall we call it a night? Okay, Yash Dhul said,
And
and a lot of people have said, Devol Brevis is the 2020 final man of the finals man of the match is Raj Baba. Player of the tournament is Dwelald Brevis. Devol Brevis, I think, if I'm announcing that. Sahil, who had asked us about
I
the
think he's
salary, says now, sir, too cheeky. Well, that was a question which that was the
that
only way we could answer.
The
Uh,
response that Nikhil just gave, that we don't work for salary, we work for the love for the sport, and the love that we gave, he will get a bonus for this jawab.
No, the fact is, see, all of us work for a salary, right? We all do our jobs. And for those of you who are joining us who are not working, who are
Absolutely.
students, you will also be working eventually, right, for a job. And that's why
Exactly.
not for us. That's why I tell about people who complain about IPL players. Itna kyun paisa hai, itna kyun salary? Come on, yeah, they deserve it. All of us deserve it. So if anyone does work for money and get
और क्या?
your, it doesn't matter what money you make. Everyone works for a job. In our case, our job happens to be the passion, so we're lucky in that regard. That's the only thing. Rest doesn't matter. Sahil, who had asked us the salary question, totally fine, sir, he says with the jawab. See, he's taken it in the right spirit. Exactly, that's what our aim was. uh, Amit Kumar says, "Love the fact you guys do your job with great dedication." Thank you so much, Amit. I think we've gone on for very long, close to 40 minutes. It's very late at night. It's closing in on 2:30, and as I said, we have an early start. Sandeep Bhatia also saying, "Really appreciate you guys working. Best wishes from the USA." Sandeep, thanks so much for joining us, yaar.
वाह.
Subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and we'll.
Americans and
Hmm?
Americans and Canadians, they shouldn't have any problem because right now it must be early morning there. Not early
Yes.
morning, must be close to noon
Evening.
there.
It'll be around evening. It'll be no, it'll be afternoon. Na? I think around 1:30. I mean, different parts of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
US.
afternoon,
It'll be about one-ish in the afternoon, so good
1:30.
time for them. So see you guys at 9 o'clock. As Sanskar points out, 9 o'clock we're live on a special show 9 in the morning on India Today's television channel, which is also available on YouTube. You can catch it there, or we'll put some segments of that show on Sports Today as well. So see you tomorrow. Busy day, so we'll be live throughout ahead of the West Indies game, uh, after the toss, then mid innings, and then post match as well. So celebrate whichever way. Rahul had two laddus in celebrating. I don't have anything right now other than a bottle of water that I'm sipping at the moment. But I'll also go raid my fridge. There must be something interesting to eat, and so I'll celebrate that way. And you guys
Because if you
also.
keep me awake, if you keep me awake for this long, I'll have to put something here ना. पेट के अंदर कुछ तो डालना पड़ेगा ना.
हाँ, तो और लड्डू खा लो जाके.
यार ऐसा मत बोलो, पूरा डब्बा पड़ा है सामने. ठीक है. और एक्चुअली मतलब इट्स एक्चुअली वेरी टेम्पटिंग.
हाँ, स्विगी जोमेटो से ऑर्डर करो. बिग बॉय इज सेइंग. एंड Yash Dhul, the Yash Dhul is now figured out a salary. He's saying Rahul Rawat sir's salary is 10 lakhs and Nikhil sir's is 50,000. Bang on. You have just
Oh
nailed it.
my god.
You have nailed the salaries
पूरा.
correctly.
यश यार फ्लिप कर दो प्लीज, फ्लिप कर दो. बिल्कुल.
Chalo.
मतलब ऐसा नहीं है यार, मैं तो बताया ना कि वी आई वर्क फॉर द लव.
Fun.
वी एक्चुअली, या एंड गेट अ स्लीपिंग बैग टुमारो निखिल, टू ऑफिस.
I will. I will get a sleeping bag. Yes. Okay, guys. Harry Fantastico, thank you so much again for your kind comments. You sent so many kind comments. I can't take all of them. Deb Moy is sending us messages again and again. Yes, Ravi Kumar, we've spoken about it. He is the future. Just go back and just look at it. Uh, and our friend Robin Hazra says Rahul Rawat goes to Oman also. Just don't count it. It's so not only does he get a big
हाँ.
salary, he
I
travels the
have
world.
I have a business there in Oman ना. I have a business there in Oman.
Chetak is watching us from California. Anshuman, thank you so much for your kind words. Yeah, Vineet also, thank you so much for joining in. Chale, should we wrap up? Too many comments,
चलते हैं.
otherwise.
Because the press conference, we've just received a message. वो press conference is about to start.
Okay, let's
The
go listen
meetings.
to it. Okay, take care, guys. Have a
चल.
good night.
See.
Celebrate, as I said, because India are the world champions in the Under 19 World Cup for a record fifth time. It calls for celebration. And Rahul's had laddus. You guys have something else. I'm going to my fridge to find something interesting to eat to celebrate. But we have tomorrow's day also to celebrate. So join us. Subscribe to Sports Today. Good
Yes.
night. Bye.
Good night.